everyone. This video is meant to guide you through some basic hip stretches. So first we're going to start in a quadruped position with our hands underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips and our toes tucked underneath us. So go ahead and get your toes in there. And we're just going to rock back and rock forward. And then when you're rocking back, try to keep your low back flat. So instead of rounding back, keep your tail lifted so you get the deep hip flexion here. And then rocking forward. And we're going to do that about 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one. Go ahead and sit back. And on this next one, we'll take our right leg and bring it through next to our right pinky. So we're going to launch through and bring our right foot forward. From here, slide the back knee back a little bit. And we're going to take our right hand up towards the ceiling. Big stretch, lift the shoulders. Right elbow will come down to the floor. You can bend this elbow if you need to. Bring yourself up towards the ceiling and down. Just do 2 more. Open and down. Open and down. And if you feel like you need to do a couple more of those, go ahead. We'll bring this foot in between. Go ahead and rock back here, pulling the toes of the foot with you, and then stretch forward into your lunge stretch again. Rock back. See if you can pull this sit bone back, and then rock forward. Rock back, rock forward, rock back, rock forward. One more time. Rock forward. Very nice. And then slide that leg back through. Let's do the other side. So we're going to sit back. We'll launch ourselves forward and step with the left leg next to the left pinky. And then slide your knee back a little bit. From here, press into the hand that's on the floor and rotate yourself open towards the ceiling. Really push through this hand as you open. And then bring your elbow down to the floor. And we'll do just 3 more. Big stretch and rotate through. Big stretch, rotate through. Big stretch, rotate through. And I'm feeling a little extra. 1 more. Yeah. And then let's bring this foot back into the center. From here, press back into a hamstring stretch where we pull the ball of the foot up. Again, pull this sit bone back so that you're not kind of cattywampus this way. You're pulling back equally. And then rock forward. And rock back. And rock forward. And one more time. Very good. And release. From here, we'll come into what's called a Z-sit position or a 90-90. So with this one, swing your legs over to the left side. And with this back leg, try to get it so that you have the top of your foot facing down on the floor. And then from here, we'll be rocking our left hip towards the knee pit of the right leg. So this hip's gonna press forward and look towards the knee pit. And then the hip sits back heavy. So you try to get as much of your hips down on the floor behind you. There's a little bit of a glute activation as you push this knee and stretch the hip, and then sit the hip back down. And we'll do that 8 times. There's 3, 4, 5, and I just like to guide with my hand a little bit. I can get myself a little bit more pressured forward and then sit the sit bone back heavy. 7, and last one, 8. Good. And then from here, we're just gonna do a little spine stretch. So grab a hold of your left shin and reach over the top. And then from here, we're gonna twist and bring ourselves down towards the floor for a little bow. push through, rebound, cartwheel over to the other side, and push. We'll do 3 more. And 2 more. And last one. Good, nice work. Can you switch sides with no hands? Again, try to get the top of your foot facing down. And then we'll have this hip bone going towards the opposite knee. So pushing the hip forward, rolling the femur in its socket, and then setting the hip heavy again. And we'll do that 8 times. So there's 2, 3, and it's tempting to rotate the trunk with this illusion of, yeah, I'm rotating, I'm doing it. But really, I'd like the trunk to almost be facing forward and just the hip going. Yeah, so let's go back 5 more, and 4, and 3, 2, and 1 more time. Very good. And then grab onto your shin over here, side bend stretch. Keep that sit bone heavy as much as you can and open up the side ribs. And then bring yourself over to the side for a little bit of a bow. Push through, cartwheel the shoulders and the arms, and then come on through. 2 more. And last one. Very good. For our last one, we're gonna do a figure 4 stretch. This one's a little bit more static. So go ahead and lay yourself down. And we'll take our right leg and cross it over on top of the left leg. And then pull the left leg towards your chest here. And just let yourself settle and rock into it a little bit. You can do some ankle rolls to distract yourself. One thing I want you to be mindful of is if you feel like your head is really like straining here, just grab a pillow so that you can be a little bit more comfortable and just relaxing into the stretch. And then let's switch sides. So one leg crosses over, grab onto the back of the thigh, and then pull towards your chest a little bit. And just give yourself some rocking, ankle rolls.